see. We good? It's light or something. Let's do that right there. Alright. Who's out there? Let me see. Move some things around. That better. What up, guys? Just figuring this out. I figure, why not share with y'all? Maybe you got the 3-inch Apex. That's what it's gonna be. By Impulse RC. And I got a little mess here, but we're gonna make it happen. So far I brought these two plates out, and it's like if you got the 5-inch Apex, it's kind of the same stuff. So I decided to put these in there for my stack, because the 20 by 20 stack, and it has on the back you can also get a 20 by 20 back there. And like always, they provide you all the screws, these things if you need them, you know. But my experience with them, these frames are pretty good. You might need to file maybe where the camera plate goes, but other than that, it's all good. So, like I said, I got two 5-inch, and what I noticed is on the 3-inch, and I think 4-inch, because all it changes is the arms on these. You're not gonna have that bottom plate. Let me get one of my 5-inch. Oh, well, my bad. Well, it's gonna sandwich just like these. But instead of having 2 screws on your arm, it looks like they figure out. Let me bring these out, okay? They figure out how to interlock, because once you interlock them, for those that know, I mean, they're pretty strong. They figure out how to, they use the same interlock system with that piece. So all these are gonna lock in together, and they're gonna be hold one screw. So I'm done with that. All right, so enough chit-chatting. I already got these tightened down. They give you some options, like you can have these smaller ones if you prefer. But I'm gonna go with these long ones, because I'm thinking on getting the Cricut stack for this one from Newbie Drone. I'm just gonna slide that puppy in there and go from there. All right, well, let's do this. So you're gonna have these press nuts, and they'll provide you with this one screw. Let me see if I can focus it here. You have that one screw. Let's see. Jesus. All right. Let's see. It's gonna look like this. All right. And you're gonna want these press nuts. You want to bring them from the top. That's why I did this first, because that way I know, like, this is my back plate. This is your back plate. So you want this down like so. All you gotta do is put this in, and you'll start tightening it, and it'll start getting in place. All you gotta do is lose that screw, and it's all nice and tight. So you're gonna need your 2.5 millimeter and you stick it in here, and just kind of make sure you're kind of even before you start putting pressure down. It does make it easier to slide in there. And then all we're gonna do is just start tightening it until it goes in flat, like so. Oh man, why is this not? Sorry, it's not focusing or something. It'll be flat like so. Maybe it's because of the lighting. Sorry guys. But I'm just trying to share this and hang out with y'all. I never announce my live streams because I work from 10 to 16 hours a day, and I just come home to lay down sometimes. So always make sure, you know, even you're chit-chatting, make sure you got them coming down. See, make sure they're kind of even. Let me see if I can do this right here, just for this one. Make sure they're kind of even before you start pressing it in with a screw, and end up just like this one right here, right there. Okay. Yeah, and double check, make sure, because if you do put it from the other end, I think there can be a little pain in the butt to get them out, and you don't want that. So you are gonna put a little bit of pressure, and that's pretty much it. But once you figure this out, ain't that hard to put together. Like I said, if you got the 5-inch, you're good to go. But in a way, that's why I'm decided to just go live here, and I just save this video and probably post it on YouTube, and that way, for those that might be a little confused, can hopefully take advantage of the video, and that'll be nice, help out another person out. But once you get these down, it's just like the 5-inch. Only thing you're gonna notice is, you know, you're missing maybe a few screws, but that's because they decided to go with that design. And once we get this tight down, you're gonna notice that it is pretty stiff, and I think everything is made to break one day, because now people run out of business, you know. It's like engines. Even Hondas go bad, you know what I'm saying? So, see, once they line up, pretty easy, little tight, and back it up, and then put the screw to the side, because you might just save it for later on if you got another build. Alright guys, so they provide you with these. They're like little skids just to protect your screws, and you're gonna want these screws now. Okay, you want these screws now. Okay, and these, if you want to use them, you can. Let me see if I can do something better here, since I got a white shirt. Maybe I'm put too much to my face, but alright guys, so we're gonna do this like so, like that, and we're still using this 2.5, okay? That's the good thing. This is gonna be a durable frame, you know. And now, let's see. So now here's the tricky part. We might have to just put it in, just leave it loose. Just leave it loose. Just start it and just leave it there. See, because eventually we're gonna lock all this like so. We're gonna lock it. So just leave it loose. Get your other one. And the trick is you won't get them over here all loose, because in a minute we're gonna put that little part in. All right, good time to notice things. You notice them pockets right there? Already was messing up and I had it backwards. So let's take it out before we tighten things down. Make sure, actually, no, that is right. Okay, sorry. That is right. You want this pocket up. You do want it up because that's what your motor is gonna sit on. So you want this part up. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you. Up. All right. So up. And I'm gonna go here. And it's like one of those flimsy, sticky stick boys. See? It's going up like so. I'm liking this. All right. Next, so we keep doing this. So we go all the way around. Yeah. And if I mention, I'm gonna try to, well, not try, I'm going with the Cricut stack. I want to give it a try because I might be switching everything to a 20 by 20 because it saves you weight. So let's figure this out real quick. Okay, so this two interlock with each other. So we're gonna slide this in there like that. If this is the front of your drone, there's the back, you want it like so, because each arm is gonna end up there, okay? So here's the tricky part, okay? I gotta figure out, I'm gonna use my tweezers and I'm gonna figure out how to slide it in there. You know what? Let me get these just a hair tighter, okay? Because that's gonna help me, because these two, the arms themselves touch each other, all right? You don't want to get too tight, all right? Okay, so it's gonna go like so. And I'm gonna slide this in there like so. Okay, now we're gonna hold it with this one there. Okay. All right, so I got it like I told you guys. If it's wrong, I'll let you know because I'm gonna make sure. So I'm gonna just gently touch that so it's holding it in place. I don't know if you can see it. You won't be able to see it, but it's in there. So now we're gonna take this one and slide it in to place. And oh, hey you! We're gonna get all this together, and we're gonna make it happen, y'all. All right, here it is. So now I'm gonna make sure. Look, I didn't even tighten it. You can feel it's loose, but it's already locked locked in place. All right. And for me, this is like the hardest part of these frames are this, because everything else just goes together so good. Now let's give it a little right? Little Yes, sir. There we go. There you go. So we got the bottom. I'm gonna try to that's a good frame right there. All right. So now, what we do, Sammy? What we gonna do? All right. Let's do crazy. So you're gonna have 4 longs and 2 short ones. All right. The 4 long ones are gonna go in your front plate, which is the front of the drone, and the 2 short ones on the back. So all right. So let's give her the shower one, shall we? All right. Well, let's see. They give us plenty of screws, all right? So I'm going to end up using these M3 screws. I don't got my thing to measure them, but you'll notice because they provide you with plenty, but you'll see they always like give you 1 or 2 extra screws. So I'm going to go through here like so. And I don't know if they're gonna make a aluminum version for this, because you know I don't think Mr. Steel was part of this one. You know, he collaborates with them and everything, but I think he was more into the 5-inch side. I'm sure they probably send him one of these. Oh, okay. So what we got? So it's not M2. Well, it is an M2. But we're going to be using, it looks like we're going to be using our, let me make sure before I tell you. Yeah, we're going to use our 1.5 hex screw driver. You know, you can tie these by hand like so. Don't strip them. You know, once we get all the frame together, we can give a little to tying it up. Let's do the front. Same thing. We almost there, Papa. We almost there. Yes, sir. And sorry if I'm making it look simple, but it's because I got already, like I said, 2 5-inch of these. I was gonna get the 4-inch, but here's the thing: if you don't like the 3-inch, leave yourself enough wire. You know, I try to make it as clean as possible. You can always put LEDs on it and extend your wires, and give the 4-inch a try. All you gotta do is take your arms out, and I will just take one by one, because this stack, you don't have to remove nothing out of there. And that's it. You make it happen. So these, I like to leave them a little loose, and here's the reason why. These front plates, like, these guys machine this thing to a hair, you know, so the one tooth by itself goes to the bottom, and here's what I'm talking about, you know, like, see how that is giving me a little trouble? It is because these things, they line up with the walls of the standoff. And remember I said we might have to, we didn't have to, but you might have to use these, what do you call these things? You use these things, these files, to file it down, okay? But once you get it in here, you know, it's in there. We can even hold it like so and come from the bottom and give it a little, just a little gentle touch. Oh, that one moved. See how it moved and push it out? But top plate takes care of lining it up. I just get it in there, get a little tighten. Okay, now we're gonna do this one. All right, look at that, nice and tight. And I wonder, I can use some of you guys' help. Leave me down the comments. I like to read my comments and stuff. Leave it on there. It's, what you guys kind of motors you think? Some guys told me 1408s. I do have 1507s on my Acrobrats. I'm going to T-mount. I prefer a T-mount motor, and I don't know. I've been seeing the 4-inch with the 2004s. I want is a little too much for this because I want to stay under the 250. That's my goal with this one. So I wonder, because I've been thinking either 2004 or 2005 or 18 on the 18 side or 1608. What do you guys think? Shoot me a number. And yeah, I'm still running 4S, so any 4S motor you think, well, it just depends on the KV, right? But guys, I think we almost done. Because these, let's see. Oh, I messed up. So, that's what we hear, right? So these are gonna go with the motors, okay? Once you start your motors, you can install these. And, well, and we do got motor screws. I'll show them to you. They're right here. Okay? I think they're saying like couple lengths. But you're gonna have, just make sure you're not touching your windings and you can use them. But I messed up. Why? Because this piece right here is like your front small bumper. They come different colors too, just like the 5-inch. And this goes right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these since we're here right now, and I just we're gonna do one. Actually, let me take both out. And these are gonna come off because you're supposed to do this before you install those. Don't do a Sammy. It happens. You get ahead of yourself. But there we go. We're gonna do it like so. I'll line them up. Oh well, I'll get it here in a minute. I'll get that here in a minute. I went to my garbage. It's just empty cans. Let me get it real quick. Not gonna have to fish for it. Oh man. Got it. Whew. So, all right. Like where we were. Line it up like so. Stick it in here. That's it. Yeah, buddy. Do like so. There he is. Remember, we can always tighten these down when we install the top plate and all that. Always give them a good tie down. It helps to have something else holding it, because if I use pliers, it's just gonna damage it, make it look bad. Yeah. So like I say, save these. Like I don't have motors yet. I'm gonna save the sticky pads. It come 2 sticky pads, just like the big ones. All right. And you can get this frame and Impulse RC, Pyrodrome. Who else? I think Defiance RC. There's quite a few retailers that can have it. So if you look at it, it looks the same, so it really don't matter. You just line them up here. Here's the tricky part, these plates. You might have to wiggle it a little bit. And there it is. Voila. Cool, huh? We got a frame. So I'm gonna put these around here for now. Just probably finger tie them. Or just use this to get them close to. There we go. It might take a minute, but it's so tight that, you know, but once you tie this thing down, man, once you get them all tied down, I swear, bro, it's like I smacked mine pretty good, and my 5-inch, and they can take a beating, I tell you. Something's going on there. Okay. Well, let me loosen this standoff. Looks like this standoff got a little curve to it, so there we go. See, that's why I don't tie them down. But oh look, we got 2 of them screws, just in case you lose one of them. Yeah. But here we go. Go like so. And this one like so. I'm not gonna tie them because I gotta take them back off. And I'm gonna show you all I got left. Like I got motor screws, nice and shiny. So I can either use those or the ones that come with a motor. Just like I said, make sure they don't touch your windings. And you'll be good to go, yo. And guys, we got a frame. We got a frame. So I got you guys the Apex 3-inch from Impulse RC. Like I said, this thing is just strong. So if you guys got any comments on what kind of motors I can use, leave it in the comments. Thanks for hanging out. Next time I use, I guess I'll announce it. But here, let me put these in a bag because, you know, I tend to lose things sometimes. Because sometimes I'm just tired as hell and I just come in there and start messing with my drones, get my head off work for a while. But I'm going to show you everything I got left. We even got left, just in case you lose one of those press nuts, we got extra press nuts. We got, I got some rubber bushings. You can use either these on either your cameras if you need them to give a little dampening so you don't get lines in your video, or you can use them on your, once you install your VTX, they give you all these, like, I call them flatheads, you see? So they sit even, This one's kind of long, but if you're gonna use a Caddx Vista, it fits right in. So you can use that one to hold the Caddx Vista. I haven't moved to DJI yet, so I'm gonna be doing analog. I'll probably be using the TBS Unify Pro here and the Cricket Stack by Newbie Drone. And let's see, I got this Runcam Razor Nano, so I might use this, or I don't know. You can fit pretty much any micro camera you like to your preference. I do got a Caddx Turbo I want to try out, so I might use it here and try it out just to be different. But look at this. You get all these screws. I know I'm not done yet, but I'm gonna end up with a bunch of screws left. I'll tell you guys, because Impulse RC, they do hook you up with some screws, man. Like, they make sure you get your screws. I don't know if Mr. Barwell complain a lot or a bunch of people complain it, but they do include you screws for your motors, little nuts, big nuts, you know, little nuts. I don't know, I'm tired, guys. I've been up since 2 a.m. But that ain't your fault. We gotta work, right? Make that money to put up with expensive hobby. But yeah, look. You get all these screws, extra screws. And so far, I only we use 1.5 and your 2.5. And then for the motors are going to be your 1.52 and your camera also. So it kind of makes it easy, because once you got this 2.5 screws in, bolts in, screws, whatever, unless you're going to change your arm, you're not going to need it again. You're going to use more of the 1.5 hex screwdriver. Hey, Wilfredo. And sorry, bro, I just saw you there. But yeah, guys. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I don't know how long I've been rambling, but I hope this helped you guys, whoever gets this frame, and enjoy it. And I'll keep you guys updated on how this little 3-inch build goes. Hopefully it turns out a real fun one, because I do like those 5-inch Apex. I like the flying characteristics, something like that. I'm still learning. All right, guys. Well, you have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Let me get you out of here. And it's been a pleasure. Crazy Sam here, and Mr. Little Apex, and I'm out. Till next one.